Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 2020 New Year Q&A. So I thought I would turn this Q&A into a bit of a tag. So I'm going to tag 3 other YouTubers that I love to carry on this Q&A, ask their followers, subscribers what they want to know about them for the upcoming year, what plans they've got, and they can answer it on their YouTube channels as well. So the 3 YouTubers that I have chosen to tag for my 2020 Q&A are Gillian Truisha. I hope I've said that right, Gillian. She is a friend of mine, so I'm going to feel really awful if I've said her name wrong. But she is a local mummy of mine, a good friend, and she has the most wonderful Instagram page, YouTube channel, and I would love to know her plans for the upcoming year, so I tag Gillian. I also tag Mama Reed, who is another favourite YouTube mummy of mine, and has always got exciting things coming up. She has a beautiful family, so I would love to know what her plans are for 2020. And my final tag is Lucy Carter, who is another local mummy of mine and a friend of mine, and she has a lot of exciting things coming up in 2020. She's just given birth to 2 beautiful twin girls, so she's now a mum of 4, and I would love to know what her plans are for the upcoming year as well. Those 3 mums, I've linked their YouTube channels below as well if you want to check them out. But I'm going to get started now, so here is my 2020 New Year Q&A. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I'm going to start with the most popular question because I think I got sent this question I don't know how many times, I lost counts. It was definitely the most popular question, which is, am I having another baby? I get asked this a lot. I think you pretty much start getting asked this when your baby turns like a few weeks old. When are you having another one? It's just a question people always want to know, isn't it? So here's my answer. I am desperate to have another baby. Without sounding crazy, I would love to have another baby, but we have things coming up in the next few months which would make it tricky to have a baby now, and I will come on to that in a minute because that relates to another question that I'll be answering. So the short answer is yes, we are going to have more children. Are we going to have them in the next few weeks? No. Will it be at some point in 2020? I really hope so. I would love it to be in 2020, but Clint's not so convinced. Just because of the plans that we've got coming up, I think he's worried it would all just be a bit too much. When I was pregnant with Leo, I had hyperemesis, which is all-day morning sickness, and I was pretty much bedridden. So with the plans that we've got coming up and me being very, very sick, it would be tricky. So I don't know, if it's going to be 2020, it will be probably like the later part of the year, but I'll keep working on him. Okay, so the next question is relevant to the question that I just answered, and another one that I got asked quite a lot, which is about our new house. So I've been putting on my, if you follow me on Instagram, I've been putting on my Instagram quite a bit, you know, bits and bobs about us moving. Maybe I haven't been very clear about it. So basically, we are buying a new build property. And because it's a new build, it's totally out of our hands when we're going to be moving in, like how long this is going to take. It isn't in the town that we live in right now. It's actually in my hometown where my family live, and it's about 15-20 minutes from where we live currently. So we're super excited to be going back to our hometown where my family are. It will change things, so really excited about that. But obviously, as it's a new build, it is out of our hands. We've been told that it will be ready early summer, so June, July maybe, but obviously, and I've been told, I've got friends who have bought new builds themselves, and I've been told that if you have a bad winter, and we're currently in the winter now obviously, that can change the move-in date. So I'm not clinging on to early summer because I'm realistic that that might change. I mean, if we got in there early summer, I would be thrilled, but in my head I'm thinking maybe more like late summer. But I'll try and keep you in the loop a little bit more about it, but we don't know much. It's a beautiful house, and I cannot wait to show you fully. Trust me, when I get in that house, there's going to be a lot of videos going up, the empty house tour, you know, doing it up. I mean, we're not doing it up a lot because it is a new build, but we are knocking down walls and we're changing things and stuff. So I'm going to keep you guys very much in the loop about that. So lots of exciting videos to come, but it won't be till summertime. That is why Clint doesn't want us to have a baby in that period of time because we're going to be very busy, and it's going to be hard enough doing all that with a 2 or 3-year-old around. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, another question that I got asked a few times, maybe other mums can relate to it, I don't know, is how I cope with being on my own. So if you're new, hi. My partner, Leo's dad, we've been together about 10 years, but he owns his own business, which is brilliant. Very, very proud of him. He's worked his arse off majority of his life to get to where he is, but it takes him all over the country, all over the world sometimes. So pretty much if it's a normal week, me and Leo can expect to be on our own Monday to Friday, sometimes Monday to Saturday. And really we only have the weekends together. Obviously it's Christmas at the moment and he's had 2 weeks at home with us, which is like, and he does occasionally have like the odd week where he has nothing booked in and he gets to be with us for a whole week, and that's obviously amazing. But on a normal week we can expect to be on our own. So how do I cope with it is an interesting question. I think I cope with it pretty well, to be honest, but I've actually, to be honest with you, I've never known any different. Clint first worked away when Leo was like 2 weeks old, so I've never known being a parent any differently to how I know it now. So I think we cope pretty well. I'm lucky enough that I, obviously this is one of my jobs, but I have another job as well, where I work in a primary school, but I only have to do that 2 days a week. So I'm lucky that I get most of the week with Leo, which I think is important because his dad is away so much. It's important that one of us be very consistent. So I don't know. I think I cope pretty well. My friends and my family tell me that I cope pretty well. I'd love to give you some like amazing tips on how to cope with your partner being away, but I don't really know if there are any magic answers. I probably would just say plans. I'm good at making plans. Like if we've got a whole solid week on our own, I'll make sure that we have a little plan every day to just get us out of the house and keep us nice and busy. Even if it's only like going to town, you know, running errands, doing a food shop. As long as you get out of the house once, I think that makes a big difference. Now Leo's getting older, he is much more aware that his dad is away, which is making it a little trickier. So we started sort of counting sleeps and saying how many, you know, 2 more sleeps till daddy's home and that sort of thing. When he was a baby, it was much easier, but obviously now he's turned into a little boy. He is aware when daddy's away, so I don't know, maybe that will become more challenging as Leo gets older. I don't know. So my next question is, what are my general goals and aims for 2020? Which is a hard question, isn't it? You know, you find yourself asking yourself this every January. I'm not a big believer in New Year's resolutions. They just don't tend to stick, do they? I've been working super hard on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram the last 2 years, and it is getting somewhere now, which makes me very proud and very excited. So I guess my main goal for 2020 is just to continue to work as hard as I can, doing what I love, and you know, if I could manage to turn this into my main income and my job, and I would be able to do it 7 days a week, you know, whilst being at home with Leo, then job done. That if I could achieve that by the end of 2020, that would just blow my mind. So I think rather than making loads of resolutions and goals, you know, just sticking to the one is probably more effective. So overall, I'd say that's my main goal. And obviously just to continue to try and keep our family happy and together as much as we can, and make sure Leo's happy, make sure he's happy when we move house, and he's going to obviously start a new preschool and things, so that will be a big part of 2020, just making sure we're all settled. Okay, I saved what I consider to be the best question for last. It is a question that I get asked frequently, and it is something that plays on my mind and goes through my mind a lot. So I'll read the question to you. How do you feel about doing Instagram and YouTube and the pressure to make everything seem perfect and doing things with your children, trips out, days out? There's so much pressure to constantly be doing something nice. I've been following you for a bit now. I love your raw honesty. Oh, thank you. But yeah, when I read that, I was like, yes, amen to that, because that is something that goes through my mind a lot doing YouTube. So how do I cope with the pressure of it all seeming perfect? The short answer is I don't. Not that I don't cope with the pressure, but I don't care about it looking perfect. And that is the main sort of great feedback that I get from my channel, is that there's no perfect stuff going on here. I mean, if you watch my vlogs, they are very raw, they're very realistic. We're generally just mostly at home, just me and Leo when I do vlogs, so I don't really feel the pressure for it to look perfect at all. Last year I did start to feel pressure about getting it done on time and having X amounts of videos a week and stuff. So basically I just took that away. I took away the whole schedule and I just upload. I try and be consistent, but you know, if I do miss a day, a video in a week, I don't panic. I've just taken that pressure away completely. When it comes to days out and things, actually I'm a bit more unusual, I suppose, in the fact that I won't film days out and family things like that when it's when we're with Clint, because he's home so rarely. It's very rare that you'll catch me vlogging with him home, and if we have a day out to a theme park or the zoo, or, you know, whatever, again, it's very rare that you will catch me vlogging that. I find it takes away from the whole day. Like holidays, I don't really vlog holidays. I think I vlogged Disneyland, and that's the only holiday I've vlogged. Maybe another one. If I do vlog a holiday, I might vlog like a day of it and then leave the rest. I find it just really takes away from living in the moment, and you will find yourself worrying too much about, you know, capturing the moment with the camera than actually living in it. So that's why my vlogs tend to be just normal day in the life, me and Leo at home living our normal day to day, than doing the exciting days out and things. And actually I find that gets a lot of a better reception, and I only film things that I would watch myself. So if I'm scrolling through YouTube and I see a vlog of a family day out to a theme park, you know, where they seem to be having the perfect day out together, and then I see a vlog of a mum of 2-3 kids at home just living her normal day-to-day mum life and how she copes from morning to evening, I know which one I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch the realistic everyday one. So that's how I try and keep my channel. But you are totally right, there is that underlying pressure all the time, and you really do have to sort of sit back and remind yourself sometimes that the only person causing that pressure is you. Yeah, I'm getting much better at just taking a back seat and being like, no pressure here. But I'm so glad that you think my channel is raw and realistic and honest, because that is the main thing that I try and keep consistent. There's no perfectness going on here. There you go, there is my 2020 Q&A. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. You know, the fact that you took the time to ask me a question is pretty great. So I hope those 3 mamas that I tagged have fun doing their 2020 Q&A. I look forward to hearing what they're planning in the new year. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Have a great 2020. You'll be seeing a lot of me, like I said, as much as I can, but if I miss a video here and there, I've not gone anywhere. I'm probably just busy enjoying family time. But yeah, stick around for 2020. Hopefully it'll be an exciting year for my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.